Good evening, dear friends, and thank you for joining me for our midnight soiree. Let us just come to this table of love, where you and I, regardless of our faith belief, that we are all equal in the eyes of God, and that as children of God, we are each brothers and sisters. So I welcome you in the name of peace. I welcome you on behalf of all my brothers and sisters, the members of the Teo community of Interfaith Franciscans, a cyber online community of men and women who from their monastery without walls, their home, dedicate their lives to God for peace, and that one day all faiths will come together and celebrate their love of God. So we've lit our candle for peace. And if ever there was a time in the history of man and woman, surely today is that time when we come together and pray for peace. It doesn't matter whether we're Christian or Protestant, Catholic or Hindu, Sikh or Muslim, pagan or Wiccan. What matters is not the label, but the heart. If our heart is aligned to our higher self and to God, and our conscience is clear in what we believe and who we believe in, then who am I to deny you access to God? But like you, I'm in service. I don't profess to be anything other than a simple monk. So we light this light for you, thanking God for your presence, thanking God for your presence here. And I would like to share with you the global peace prayer. Let's offer this prayer for the Shiite and Sunni Muslims in Syria and in Egypt, that they will come together and listen to what God is saying, what Allah is saying to their heart. For we cannot say we love God, Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, if we're killing the children of God, our brothers and sisters. We celebrate the time of world peace as each person surrenders to their higher selves and gains a new inner peace and serenity, leaves behind the residual conditioning and emotions of the past, and cultivates a new level of understanding, forgiveness, and compassion, enabling the world's population to live together in acceptance of each person's individuality, diversity, and beliefs, embracing a new level of stability, security, world peace, harmony, unity, and plenty for everyone. As each person moves forward on this level of unconditional love, may they shine and become empowered as they recognize their individual strengths, gifts, and talents, and accelerate their own learning, experience, knowledge, and wisdom. Let us understand how all of this can effect a new foundation and benefit the highest good of mankind and humanity in actively promoting peace through the power of love. And positive thoughts, words, and actions to help find individual and global solutions. May each person make a difference in our world, and from this life experience move forward with understanding and enlightenment. This prayer is said with the highest level of love, sincerity, and integrity, in love, in light, and in healing. Excuse me. Let us relax now, and let us just come to that place, our God Center, our heart, the gateway to our soul, the gateway to our God. Just be still now. Be still.
I come to do no harm. I come for you in peace. I come to bring you hope. All I ask of you is to trust me, please. I come from you to learn. I come for you to teach. I come to build the bond you lost, the one you thought you'd never again feel. I am the symbol of your faith. I am the release to your pain. I am here only for one cause. Believe it or not, I have from this nothing to gain. And I am the reason you are who you are. I am the joy that you felt long before. I am the power you never thought would come your way. All I ask of you, let me stay for a day. I am life given to each person. Look into my eyes and their faces you will see. Touch my hand and know what each one feels. Say my name and hear them all speak so true to me. And I am all that they ever want to know. I am the world that they only want to see. I am that feeling they never want to let go. I am eternity. I am immortality. Behold, I am the Son of God. What in your heart you know has done. I am the reason life goes on. Believe in me, be strong, everything good will come along. And I am here to return that smile, the one you misplaced for a while. Take my hand and turn your heart true. There's another waiting for you who's been touched by the Son of God. Who's been touched by the Son of God.
That was certainly an upbeat piece of music, excuse me, to wake us up. Recently, I was on the internet and I came across this book on Amazon for a penny. It's called The Book of Peace, Finding the Spirit in a Busy World by Mother Teresa of Calcutta. A beautiful little book that only cost a penny, but it cost £3 to post it. Allow me share this with you. I have had the great fortune to meet Mother Teresa on several occasions, and each time I was struck by her deep love for God and overwhelming sense of peace. The desire to experience this peace is, in fact, what draws so many of us to her. Mother Teresa herself would respond if asked, that is not she who is the source of this peace, but God. With this book, all of us are welcome to seek the path of peace, which she has followed in the hope that we might find the same. In an age of misplaced priorities, we may need to be reminded of the importance of faith in God and the joy to be received from experiencing this faith. It is a simple message, yet one many of us do not readily see. Too often faith suffers under the burdens of the modern world. Yet it is faith that gives each of us the strength to overcome our difficulties, because God's love is enduring. We learn through faith that we are not facing our struggles alone. Excuse me. For almost 50 years, Mother Teresa had dedicated her life to serving the poorest of the poor. She has witnessed in the slums of Calcutta how God's love transforms lives. Where many others might see only suffering, Mother Teresa sees dignity. Indeed, it is the poorest who are not consumed with worldly affairs or matters who are most free to seek God's peace. Wow. Each of us has the opportunity to share in this peace. For many accustomed to a fast-paced world filled with anxiety, this may seem difficult at first. But this book offers us a guide. The path to faith begins with silent contemplation and prayer. Prayer frees us from worldly concerns and reminds us of God's constant presence in our lives. Once we are able to accept God's love through prayer, we will be able to share this love with others through service. Not all of us are called to serve in the particular way that Mother Teresa and the missionaries of charity serve, but we are called to serve others in everyday life. It is not how much we do that is important. Rather, it is the love with which our actions are performed that is most important. The smallest action done with love will lead us towards peace. The beauty of the messages in this simple volume is that they speak not only to Catholics but to peoples of all faiths, Muslim, Jews, Hindus, Sikhs, Buddhists, Baha'i. They are simple truths and transcend boundaries of race, culture, and religion. They offer all of us a guide on the path to peace. As you read these words, I encourage you to open your hearts to God in prayer and welcome this peace. And the first reflection I share with you, the fruit of silence is prayer. The fruit of prayer is faith. The fruit of faith is love. The fruit of love is service. And the fruit of service is peace. It is peace. Wow. Peace. Please let me read that again. The fruit of silence is prayer. The fruit of prayer is faith. The fruit of faith is love. The fruit of love is service. And the fruit of service is peace.
Sat a while and thought of you, and the memory made me smile. Thought we'd run forever then, and we barely gone a mile. All the things we were sure we'd be, we were sailing on the sea. Those days when you were mine, my most wonderful time. Gone forever, but every precious part will go on living here inside my heart. We were children tasting life in every way we could. Never dreamed of growing old. We never thought we would. Oh, the foolishness felt so sweet. All we needed lay at our feet. Those days when you were mine, my most wonderful time. Gone forever, but every precious part will go on living here inside my heart.
Praise you, God. We praise you, O Father, Mother God. We praise you for peace. Peace. Peace.
Those springtime years have flown, and the world's a different place, and I'll never see again the glow of love upon your face. But sometimes when the sun sinks low, I drift away to that long ago. Those days when you were mine, my most wonderful time. My most wonderful time. My most wonderful time.
let us be still and come to that wonderful time when the Father, Mother God touched you as a being of light before you were born. I would like you to come with me on a journey across the Sinai plains of Mount Sinai. And there we sit by the campfire, watching the beautiful moon, the rays of Brother Moon, Sister Moon, and the stars are shining brightly. And all around you is peace. It is the peace of your God. And that peace is an everlasting peace. And that peace is a healing peace. And standing before you by this campfire is the angel of peace, a magnificent being of light who comes to you and who calls you to embrace peace. Not the peace of the world, but the peace of the Supreme God. The peace of selfless love. As we sit around this campfire, our hearts are warmed to the angel of peace. We feel safe here. And even though we are in the desert, we are on the sacred mountain of Sinai, where Enoch was given the Kabbalah by God, where the Christ was transfigured. And now the angel of peace stands before you and calls you to become an ambassador of peace. And as you relax, you feel safe now. And the warmth of the fire allows you to relax your mind, your body and spirit. And you are aware that there's someone else here, and it is Isis, the beautiful Isis. And she comes to you with Magdalena, who is a high priestess of Isis. Yeah. And they bring to you the feminine energies of the Supreme to create a sense of balance back in your life, to reclaim your divine feminine, because we're in a world that is ruled by masculine energy that does not facilitate peace but war. And Isis is here with Magdalena and Gaia, Kuan Yin and Mother Mary. They're here. And you can see them resplendent in beauty. And they each have something we are looking for. They have the gift of peace, an internal peace, born through suffering, rejection, but nurtured through prayer, through service and love of the family of God. Relax now. I want you to feel that love with every in-breath that you breathe. Let's begin. As we breathe in, we are breathing in the breath of the angel of peace. And that angel of peace is releasing within our mind, body and spirit the healing energies of peace, releasing all fear, negativity, anger and resentment to Mother Earth. Breathe out that fear and relax. And as you breathe in again, breathe in the love of the landscape where God lives. Embrace that landscape. And now release a blessing to this sacred earth, where many have gone before us, and many have trod the paths we are on. We bless them, for they have facilitated the peace of God on earth through their selfless giving, like Muhammad, Jesus, Gandhi, Buddha, Martin Luther King. Teresa of Calcutta, Francis of Assisi, Rumi, Osho, Mia Baba, Baha'u'llah, the founder of the Baha'i faith, many great men and women from all faiths who surrendered their hearts to the God of peace. And the angel of peace is inviting you to surrender your hearts to the God of peace. Be still. Be still in the presence of God and allow that peace set you free. Be at peace. Be at peace in the arms of your beloved God. For there is no greater love than to be loved by God. And God, the Father, Mother God, called you and me by name to be an ambassador of peace. And before we were born, we were invited to return to this incarnation as an ambassador of peace, to hold the light of this divine selfless love, and let others be drawn by that love. Be at peace. Sense the peace in your heart. And now send peace to the world. A world that is so fractured and wounded, who have lost sight of their own peace and divinity. Let us send a blessing. Let us send a blessing now to every corner of the earth, to every country in crisis, to Syria, Egypt, Lebanon, Afghanistan, the Sudan, and to every child of God who's not at peace. Angel of peace, grant to us the peace of God. Be at peace.